What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Dark Waters 9. Today we have some of the scariest paranormal footage caught on camera, unsolved mysteries, and unexplained evidence that'll make you question everything. Starting with this. They just caught this mysterious creature on camera in Mexico and nobody can explain what it is. Let's get into it.
Just watch this and let me know what you guys think.
No mames, ve. No mames, ve. ¿Ve eso? Mames, eso está bien cabrón. No manches, pa. No. Mira. Ay, Dios mío. Dios mío. No te pases de lanza.
Tell me that's not Jeepers Creepers, guys.
But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below on what the hell this is.
Now this has to be some of the scariest cryptid footage I've seen all year. Look at, I can't even tell if it's a spider or if it's Jeepers Creepers. What is going on here? This is definitely probably one of those unexplained mysteries you hear about, like La Chupacabra.
Have you heard of the mysterious creature that killed over 100 people in France? So the Beast of Gévaudan was a creature that to this day nobody knows what it really was. It terrorized a small farming village called Gévaudan in 1700s France, where it was said to have killed upwards of 100 people. It was described as looking something like this or like this. The attacks got so bad that the King of France even sent out his royal gun bearer and hunting expert to go out and kill the beast after so many failed attempts, but even he could not slay the beast. However, it was later killed by an unlikely peasant who became a hero to all those who were terrorized.
Look, they even got a statue for it. The fact that it killed 100 people, that's terrifying. They said they stopped it. I want to see the body. There might be something deeper to this story. It might have been a hellhound.
This video is a creepy video because you're about to see a reptilian stand up and watch how he disappeared with his light beam. Look at this. Now this is technology that they have that we don't have.
Look at this. This Draco reptilian said, "Scotty, beam me up."
Boy. Imagine innocently filming your child and capturing a ghost boy in the video. At first I thought it was a doll until the dad gets scared and runs away.
Ha! Gotcha. Found you.
You can't catch me!
Hey, whoa!
To me, that clearly looks like a demonic child. You know the lore of the black-eyed children? It kind of looks like that. And what's crazy is that these demonic entities are known to pry on children. You can see that the child is not scared at all, because to him, it's his friend. Imagine—
What in the children of the corn is going on here? This one immediately gave me chills. Look at him. That's terrifying paranormal footage. The Matrix is failing.
This footage is perplexing. A man staying in a hotel was filming the view from his room. However, he captured something that defies any logic or even natural explanation. At the bottom of the sea, a group of people can be clearly seen sitting around what appears to be a table, moving their arms and talking among themselves as if they were in a completely normal meeting. But all of this is underwater. There are no tricks, cuts or effects that suggest manipulation or signs of filters. The figures are there, gathered together, acting as if they are completely unaware that they are in an environment where no one could behave like this. And what's most unsettling is that when the man moves the camera back, it becomes clear that there's nothing on the surface that could project this scene onto the seabed. There are no screens, lights nor structures to suggest an optical illusion. The image appears directly on the seabed as if it were a window into another reality or a reflection of something that shouldn't be happening there. Are we seeing a glitch in reality?
If you ask me, CERN's over there generating and the veil's getting thin. Stuff's coming loose.
Projection from some unknown point. Or is it a phenomenon we simply don't understand?
Whether you believe we're living in a simulation or not, that unexplained footage caught on camera and nobody has answers for remains a mystery. telescopic view of a UFO/UAP that looks exactly like an Ophanim angel. You can definitely see the wheels within the wheel, and I wonder if it was better quality. Are the rings around it possible eyes looking? How creepy is that? Maybe that's why the first things it says to you is be not afraid. Now this next one, people say they found a petrified dragon, and if this is real, this might be some of the most unexplained evidence that these creatures actually existed. Look at this. You know, I keep saying this. There's a reason ancient civilizations put dragons on their flags. Are we living in Game of Thrones or what? This might be more paranormal evidence of erased history. What do you guys think about this?
What if some rock formations are actually petrified ancient animals? Look at formations around the world. In China, there's one that looks like a massive crocodile carved into the earth. In other places, mountains resemble sleeping humans. Some cliffs look like faces, others like giant creatures frozen in place. At first it seems like coincidence, but the level of detail can be hard to ignore. The shapes, the textures, the proportions. Some of them don't just look similar, they look too accurate. Now here's where it gets interesting. We already know that organic material can turn into stone. It's called petrification. In places like petrified forests, entire trees have turned into solid rock. Cell by cell, their structure is replaced by minerals while keeping their original form. So what happens if something much larger undergoes the same process? Because if wood can turn into stone, could something else?
Like this giant petrified snake in Thailand?
Some researchers believe that under extreme conditions, entire organisms could be preserved on a massive scale, and over time, what once was living would look exactly like a natural formation. Mainstream geology says these shapes are just the result of erosion, wind, water, and time, creating patterns that resemble familiar forms. But when you start seeing the same kinds of shapes all over the world, it raises a strange question. Are these just random formations? Or the petrified remains of something that once lived on a scale we can barely imagine?
There's a terrifying theory that the whole continent of Africa is actually a giant Titan skull. This next one is scary, paranormal, and unexplained, all wrapped into one. They're saying there's evidence of alien hybrids caught on camera, and this might be one of the creepiest unsolved mysteries we've covered. Look at this.
Late-stage hybrids who are often, everything about them looks human, except maybe their eyes are too large, and there's no bodily hair. They sometimes become personal project hybrids, and will stay with somebody for decades. Late-stage hybrids.
If alien hybrids are real, that changes everything we think we know. It could be one of the biggest cover-ups in history. And then the next question is what genetically modified them in the first place?
What if dragons weren't just myths, but something history tried to erase? During a renovation of a cathedral in Naples, something strange was discovered. Hidden beneath a painting was artwork depicting creatures that don't fit the modern historical narrative. Not angels, not symbols, but beings that look like dragons alongside other non-human creatures. Supporters of alternative history say this discovery raises an uncomfortable question. Why hide it at all?
Did they capture the baby dragons?
Across cultures worldwide, dragons appear again and again with strikingly similar features. And it's not just Europe. The Chinese zodiac includes real animals, except for one, the dragon. Why would a single mythical creature be treated as if it belonged with real ones? Some researchers believe ancient artists weren't inventing creatures. They were documenting what they saw. They point to what they call mud fossil remains, rock formations resembling giant heads, including places like the so-called Dragon Head Cave in Egypt. They also point to old dictionaries that describe dragons not as fantasy, but as rare animals. Even modern reports from England describe large, reptile-like creatures seen only generations ago. So why would history remove dragons from our past? Some argue it's the same reason giants, griffins, and other beings were erased, because understanding the true world we came from changes how we see ourselves. And people disconnected from their origins are easier to control. What if dragons weren't just myths?
Fascinating. Now that's right up my alley.
Across every continent on Earth, from the Great Pyramid of Giza to Machu Picchu to the temples of Angkor Wat, one pattern keeps appearing. They all align perfectly along a single invisible line that wraps around the planet. A line some researchers call the World Energy Grid, ancient builders thousands of miles apart. No contact, no shared language, no modern tools, yet they built monuments with perfect geometry, aligned to the same coordinates. Coincidence? Or a design far older than recorded history?
Definitely wasn't no coincidence, it was calculated.
When these sites are mapped together, a hidden pattern appears, a network of temples, pyramids, and megaliths forming exact geometric ratios, the same patterns found in sound frequencies and magnetic fields. It's as if the ancients knew the earth itself was alive, and these temples were built to channel its energy. Modern scientists studying these regions have detected electromagnetic spikes, bursts of energy that match the placement of these sacred sites. The same pattern Nikola Tesla described when he said, "Earth itself is a conductor of energy." But here's where it gets even stranger. Ancient texts describe the planet as a living grid, a web of power used to open gates to the stars. In Egypt, they called it the Path of the Gods. In South America, the Lines of the Sun. In China, the Dragon Veins. Different names, different eras, same design. Were they all following the same blueprint? A global map passed down from a forgotten civilization. And if every temple on Earth connects to this grid, then maybe these monuments weren't built to honor the gods. Maybe they were built to communicate with them. Across every continent on Earth.
It's completely staggering the knowledge the ancients had.
This is the Great Wall of China. But is it really the Great Wall of China? Now, just to put it into perspective for you, they say this wall, which is 13,000 miles long, which, to put it in comparison, the length of the U.S. from east to west is about 2,800 miles. So that means you can travel the length of the U.S. east to west coast 5 times about, in comparison to the miles that this massive wall from the 7th century BC spans.
If you look at the evidence, the official story doesn't line up. This might be another one of those cases of erased history, where they're hiding who really built it and why. And that's scary if you think about it. Look at how massive it actually is.
Now, why build a wall like this? Well, they say it was for the roaming barbarians, the Tartars. So they spent the next several hundred years constructing this wall for those roaming barbarians, only to put the battlements on the wrong side. Those are those top little notches on castle walls. Yeah, those are actually facing towards China. Also, why would China build a wall with entrances on the opposite side in Mongol Russia? That's because the wall was never made for the Chinese. It was always the Great Wall of Tartaria.
The question is, what type of monstrosity were they trying to protect themselves from actually?
Just look at this older map here. You can see that wall perfectly blocking off Tartaria from what is now China right here. And in many historical documents, it was even referred to as the Great Wall of Tartary. You can pause to read the rest of this if you want. We are the inheritors, the reclaimed ruins of the old world. We just merely repurpose them and rename them.
Wall of China, one of the biggest wonders of the world, no? They say this side is, see, where they throw the arrows to the enemies, and that's why they built this giant wall to protect China from their enemies. But you know what's interesting and very curious? This side is outside China. This side is China, and this side is outside China. Meaning, this wall, the history is a lie. This wall was not built to protect China from these enemies. It's the enemies which are in this side are protecting themselves from China.
The more I'm watching this, the more I think Game of Thrones was a documentary. Alright, we have unexplained UFO footage. The person recording this claims it's 100% real. He's just trying to figure out what he was looking at. I see the air.
Close attention to the object. It's gonna release something about now. You guys seen it? If not, go back.
I see the air traffic control light, so it's making me think it's an airplane. But it's extremely bright in the middle. I don't know what that's all about, but it could just be a blurry photo. And now they're claiming this UFO is so big it can't be moved.
It's absolutely gobsmacking that it's being kept as a secret.
Jesus.
Imagine having an object that's so big, it's just not conceivable to move it.
I can't. I can barely even comprehend that.
I thought it was bollocks when I heard it too, and most people listening to this will anyway. But I'm, assured should be taken seriously, and hopefully will be being investigated by the Congress.
Now, I'm not too sure if this one is real or not, but people are claiming they have one in Greenland that's buried under the ice that's even bigger than this one. How crazy is that? Interesting. Now, what on earth is this design? Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 heads on this snake. Look how massive and long this snake is. Another Naga from the early 12th century at Eastern Causeway. The Temple of Siam Reap, Cambodia. I wonder what the significance is with this mysterious structure. It's that time of the day again. If you thought I didn't have another excellent specimen for you today, think again. Hilton. Alright, a lot going on with this. Some type of chrome. I don't even know how to describe this. Like some type of like space metal on the top of this crystal is the best way I can describe it. The rating I'm gonna give this, I'm gonna give it a 8.6. And the name I'm gonna give this is Crystal Space Rock. Drop your rating in the comments below and tell me what you think. Okay, the person sharing this photo claims this is real footage and he's trying to figure out what exactly he's looking at. Oh, did you see that light? What the heck? What is this LED type light on the front of it and what's projecting under it? Like it's emitting some type of frequency? Imagine being outside camping, looking up and seeing this UFO hovering above you. That would be such a scary sight. This is crazy warning. Real paranormal caught on camera.
I got his address around here somewhere.
Alright, let's see it.
Oh, it's got the candy. Oh yeah, don't forget the candy. The address is like, I have it on a little piece of paper right here. I know I got a picture of it on my cell phone too. Okay. Well, everything else looks nice. Yeah. Just put one more piece on top. Yeah. This one. Yeah, make it like all nice and pretty. Yeah.
What are we looking at? Is the green light supposed to?
Really gonna like this? Oh no. What's going on? Oh. Come on, man. All right, come on. Come on, Mom.
She was too comfortable. She said, come on, mom, let's go. Like she said, this happens to her on a daily basis. But her instincts kicked in. She said, I gotta get up out of here. That's going to wrap it up for this one. From scary paranormal footage caught on camera to unsolved mysteries and unexplained videos, this episode definitely went deep. Every time I cover this stuff, I always end up with more questions than answers, but that's why we do it. This is Dark Waters 9. We go deep, and we're going to figure this out together. If you made it this far, go ahead and drop the code word in the comments below. The code word for today is scary. Go ahead and drop scary in the comments below. When you do that, that lets me know you're a real one. You made it all the way through the video, and I just want to say thank you. Be sure you hit that like and subscribe button on the way out. Turn notifications on so you don't miss the next episode. I'll see you on the next one.